This lesson is on chapter 7-6, titled Volume of Pyramids and Cones. So the two formulas that you need to know is the area of a pyramid and area of a cone. So the area of a pyramid, we're going to take volume equals 1/3 times the area of the base. Whatever the shape of the base is, we're going to take that area of it, and we're going to multiply by its height. And if you notice, the cone has the exact same formula, so it'll be easy for us to remember. The volume, again, is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. And if we're thinking about the difference between a pyramid and a cone, a pyramid has a base that's a kind of a square, okay? So it's going to be length times width, or a rectangle. And a cone has the base of a circle, and that area is going to be pi r squared. So we're going to plug in pi r squared into our base, and we're going to plug in length times width into our base for our pyramid while working out this problem. So again, just refer back to these formulas when solving for the area of pyramids or cones. So let's do an example. Find the volume of the pyramid. And again, I'm going to refer back to the formula, 1/3 base, the area of the base times the height. So I'm going to write that there, 1/3 times the area of the base times your height. And in this case, our base is a square. So we're just taking a side and we're squaring it, or we can say 3 times 6, 3.6 times 3.6. So I'm just going to rewrite the formula as 1/3. The area of the base is just going to be 3 6/10 to the second power. That's my length times my width. And then I'm going to multiply it by my height, and my height is going to be my 9. So super easy that way. Again, please use orders of operations here. You're going to first do your exponents first. So when you do 3.6 to the second power, 3.6 times 3.6, you're going to get 12 96/100ths. Bring down everything you haven't used. So then 1/3 times 12 96/100ths times 9. What you can do is you can kind of bring these together first, and then at the end divide by 3. So I do 12 96/100ths times 9. I'm going to get 116 64/100ths. And then I'm going to bring down that 1/3, or divide by 3. That's the same thing. Multiplying by 1/3 is the same as dividing by 3. So I'm going to divide that by 3, and I'm going to get 38 88/100ths. And now volume is going to be always to the third power. So it's going to be meters to the third power. All right, so very simple again. Know this formula, and all we're going to do is we're going to plug in for my base, and the area of a square is just take one of the sides and square it, or length times width, so 3.6 times 3.6. So last example, find the volume of a cone. Again, I'm going to rewrite the formula, 1/3 times my base, or area of my base, times my height. Again, I should actually do this in capital letters. The B in capital letter means the area of the base, not just the base. Okay, so and I know the area of the base is the area of a circle, and then the area of a circle is pi times the radius to the second power. So I can actually rewrite this formula, 1/3 times pi times the radius to the second power times my height. So I'm just going to plug in what I know. So I'm going to bring down the 1/3 times pi is going to be 3.14 times my radius. My radius is right here. So I'm going to times 5 to the second power times my height, which is 10. Follow orders of operations. I'm going to make this 25. Again, I'm going to kind of rewrite that 1/3 as divide by 3 at the end. So again, just bringing down everything that I've had. Again, I'm just bringing that down to here. So then I'm just working my way from left to right when multiplying. So if I do 3.14 times 25 times 10, I can do that all at one time. I'm going to get 785, and I'm going to divide that by 3. And I'm going to get about 261. And I'm going to, my calculator says 0.6666 repeating, so I'm just going to round it to the nearest tenths. So I'm going to round it to 7/10. And I mean, you can even you can round it, or if you wanted to put 0.6 repeating, you can do that as well. But rounding to me is just fine. And then I'm going to include my units, so that's feet to the third power. So that's, again, my final answer. Again, referring back to this formula here, you're going to just take the area of the base times the height and divide it by 3, or multiply 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Whatever you'd like to do. Again, know that the area of the base for a cone is a circle, and know the formula for the circle, and then you'll be good to go. Again, to find the area or the volume of a pyramid, know that the area of the base is for a square, times it by the height and divide by 3. That brings me to the end of this lesson on volume of pyramids and cones. Thanks for watching.